So you've got your computer built, and you're super happy that it posts. Then you hit a brick wall. The big question for you is, what do you pick to install on it? Well, I'm here to help you. In today's video, I'll compare the three main operating systems, which are Windows, macOS, and Linux. If you find this video helpful at all, make my hours of hard work worth it by clicking like and subscribe. Anyway, let's get into it. Your first choice for an operating system is Windows, the most popular operating system currently and of all time. With over an 80% market share, if you're a person who just wants the most popular operating system, then you can just leave the video here and move on with your day. But you'll have to wait 4 hours to install Windows, as it is over 30 gigabytes. If you're a gamer, Windows 10 has a lot of gaming-oriented features, like clips and Xbox Chat. And no matter how buggy those systems are, Windows actually has these features, and that's better than nothing. If you're a developer, stay tuned for later in the video. I have an amazing suggestion. Windows is okay for software development, it just could be better. Windows is also pretty bad for performance. It isn't as bad as things like macOS, but it still uses a hefty amount of system resources. Also, it spies on you, just like all technology, and you can learn about this on the card at the top of the screen. Fortunately, they allow you to disable some of the spying, but as much as you may try, they will still always find ways to track you. Microsoft even goes as far as making the close button be a tracker. This way they can monitor everything you do and how long you're doing it. On top of all that, they serve you some ads in the start menu even though you just bought a license key for over $100. I'm not done yet. By now, people probably know I'm critical of Windows 10, but I was holding back. Time to let it all go out. They install random stuff on your computer if an advertiser pays them to put it on your PC, almost all without consent. The updates suck because they pretty much just fix a problem and then it creates two more, sometimes even corrupting your files. For example, there's a current bug in Windows that corrupts your files if you have an SSD. It's rare to happen, but it has happened to some people, and that's not acceptable. The funny thing is though, they can treat their customers as bad as they want, and no one will ever move. There are lots of programs exclusive to Windows, and the bigger problem is that it takes a ton of work to migrate to another operating system, and some people just don't have the time to move their data. With this, Microsoft can treat their customers like pieces of crap, and no one will ever move. If you're starting fresh by downloading a brand new operating system, please steer clear of Windows. But if some critical piece of software is a Windows exclusive, or you just really want to migrate your files to a new PC, then go ahead and use it. But if you have the time and ability, please do not use Windows. Then there's Linux. I love this thing so much. Linux is open source and is built by the community for the community. Communism intensifies. The community makes Linux and distributes it as they please for free. Since it's made by the community, it's made like you would want it. The updates are high quality, there's no privacy issues, and so much more. Since the people are making updates that focus on things they want, everything in this operating system is more cared for. One problem is that it has a mere 2% market share, and there aren't many programs that support Linux. Fortunately, the community has made programs like Wine and Play on Linux that allow you to run and install Windows apps on Linux. It's not perfect, but it's a good workaround. Now you're asking, how do I get it? There's a complex answer to that actually. Linux isn't an actual OS, it's a base for an OS. You'll have to find what's called a Linux distribution. The ones I recommend are Ubuntu, Linux Mint, Zorin, and if you want all the performance out of your PC, Linux Lite. There are links in the description below for each of these distros. I would definitely recommend Linux over Windows every day. Then there's macOS. It's fine. In fact, it's great. It's a happy medium between the two crazy extremes. It doesn't intrude on your privacy much, it doesn't sell your info to advertisers as much, and it doesn't install random crap. It's actually really good. Notice that it is impossible to have a perfect operating system, but macOS is very good. Some things aren't as good as they are on Windows, and macOS can be a little bit weird, but it's actually really good. The only problem is you can't get macOS unless you actually buy a Mac from Apple. Apple doesn't allow you to get macOS unless you also buy the hardware that they sell for sums of money higher than Snoop Dogg. Yes, I said it. There are a few solutions like Hackintosh, which is a very long and hard process that allows you to get macOS on non-Apple devices. And that's it as far as I know. You can let me know down below in the comments if I forgot something. I would suggest it, but since Apple is weird, instead of trying to profit from the licenses of an operating system, They list the operating system as a feature exclusive to the Mac, and they do not market it as a sellable option for any machine. If they made it available to the public, that would actually be bad for them. And I have a surprise. I use Windows. And you can call me a hypocrite all you want, but Windows is plainly better for the fields that I need it to shine. I'm making a gaming PC soon. Hint, hint, future series. And I just can't deal with Microsoft anymore. I will be switching to Linux. Ubuntu, to be specific. I'm not saying goodbye to Windows completely though, I can't. I use Adobe apps and they just don't work on Linux, and running it on Wine or Play on Linux hurts the performance. And with Adobe, you need all the performance you can get since their programs suck for performance. I'm going to dual boot Windows and Linux. I'll be using Linux as my primary OS, but for programs like Adobe and Minecraft, I'm going to have to use Windows. If you found this video at all helpful, smash like and smash subscribe, and if you actually want to switch to Linux, then I have done my job successfully. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.